Hello friends, my name is Jayesh Wangde. I am second year MBA student of STATS Institute of Management and Studies. Today's presentation is based on material planning. So we'll start the presentation. Material planning. Material planning is a scientific technique of determining advanced requirement of raw material, anticipating parts and components, spares, etc. as directed by production program. So second, we'll go for second slide. Factor affecting of material planning. So there are two factors which affect for material planning. One is a micro factor, and another one is a macro factor. So macro factor is some of the micro factors which affect material planning are price trend, business cycle, and government import policies. And macro factors, some macro factors that affect material planning are plant capacity, utilization, rejections rates, lead time, inventory levels, and working capital, healing power of and communication. So we'll look both the factors in detail. We'll go for next slide. Micro factor. So in micro factor, there are six parameters we have shown in on screen. So we'll start from first. Plant capacity. So plant capacity. So every plant in manufacturing company, every plant have their plant capacity. So we have means as an good manager, we have to use full plant as per the our demand of the product. Second one is the rejection rate. So rejection rate is has to be a very low. So we if we are a procurement, we are doing procurement of the raw material from ABC supplier, and the rejection rate of the raw material is very high, then it may delay of our productions. So that's why rejection rate is every has to be a low. Third one is the lead time. So what is the lead time? Lead time means when we have ordered the raw material, and when we got the uh, delivery of the raw material from the supplier. So the whatever period is that, it's called lead time. So we have to ensure ki our lead time is very low, and we have for low lead time we have to a good relationship with suppliers. So that's very important factor or in the micro factor lead time. So fourth one is the inventory level. So inventory level, so we have a proper and efficient inventory level in our plant. So inventory level, how it's help. So if we have to produce ABC product, but we don't have a proper inventory of stock of raw material, so we are unable to produce that product, and it may delay our productions. So inventory level is very important factor. Working capital. Working capital is also important factor, because without capital we are unable to do production and other things also. So working capital is also important factor. Delegation of power. Sometime in some organization, what happened, this procurement process or some other process has a centralized process, means all the procedures which is done by the head office. So in that situation, what happened, if plant is in a Mumbai, and if plant is in a Nashik. We'll take an example. A plant is in Nashik and head office in a Mumbai of any company. And what happened in that situation? Uh, if procurement related any decision which is has to be delayed by the power of purchase is given, head office has to be given to a the concerned plant authority, because it may not delay, because of the plant persons are take a decision properly in regards of purchase and other things also. So delegation of power is a very important factor in a micro factor. We'll go for next slide. Macro factor. So in macro factor, there are three factors are there. First one is the price trend. So price trend means sometime what happen, the ABC any type of raw material price might be can be high or might be can be low. So what we can do, if we know the price will be high, going high in the future, so we can buy that purchase, we can buy that raw material or that goods in for future reference also. Means we can do a store of that material. Business cycle includes it means seasonal production. So what happened, for I'm giving you example of umbrella. So what happened in a rainy season, only the umbrellas production will be high, and the sale of umbrella. So what happened in that, so as per the business, as per the seasonal or as per the business cycle, it's happened. So if we are selling that type of product, so if we are we are producing umbrella, so obvious our production will be go as from the um, start from the May. So because so we sell maximum production, we can do maximum production, we can sell maximum our products. Third one is the government policies or import policies. So what happened in some time, government has given a instant changes of policies or like that, or import policies also. So in that situation what happened, whenever we purchase a raw material from the outside India, so in that situation what happened, we have to follow all the latest guideline given by government. So in that situation, we have not faced any issues for procurement from the outside of India or in India also. So we'll move for next slide. So in here I'm bills of material. Bills of material. A bills of material or a product structure. Sometimes bill of material associate list is a list of raw material and sub-assemblies, intermediate assemblies, subcomponents, parts, and quantities of each needed to a feature and end product. Bills of material may be used for communication between manufacturing partners or a confirm a single manufacturing plant. A bill of material is often traced to production order whose issuance may generates reservation for a components in bills of material that are in a stock, a requisition for components that are not stock. So in easy language I'll explain you. A bills of material uh, have a proper list from A to Z components with the requirements. So for one product of one product production, how many um, spare parts or how many raw material is used, that everything has a mention in bills of material. So we are going for next slide. So here one picture has been show of bills of material, how it's incorporate its show and how it's seen. So here if you see the things has been mentioned ki how, what is the part and what is the quantity, have to ask and how to manage the things. We'll go for next slide. Past consumption. So past consumption used for indirect materials such as tools, lubricants, stationary electrical suppliers, packaging and packaging material requires on continuously basis, done based of past consumptions. Statistical tools like mean, median mode, or standard deviation are used to calculate requirement of such products. Moving average method are also used to avoid peak and valley on accounts of seasonal variants in search of indirectly materials. So it's used for past consumption. So here we finish the PPT. Thank you so much.